was rematched prior to this series.
Liquid
These two teams, so
on
we've already got
defense,
some
Koi on
anticipation, some
attack. Koi
expectations, which
one
Team
map
Liquid were
away.
able to win 13-10. The question is, can they replicate it?
I don't know, because Kiko had a life game on that map, right? He was 37 and 16, and you can't rely on that performance every single time.
And given that it was so close and you don't have that high-flying performance, it really could mean Koi has a real chance in this series. A 2-0. Chat might have been on a little bit of too much hopium, voting heavily in favor of Team Liquid, but it truly is anyone's game on this elimination match.
Should be mollying this at one point. As the harbor wall comes in and they take deep side. Dude, I love what they do on this. It's just so nice. Just the harbor wall, and then they drop the Viper wall once that one's done, and it's just trapping the people close. I think it's so good. Looks a little bit weirder in the afterplan once this guy gets trapped towards site, but I actually think this box here is relatively safe, even though they TP out. Damn, that's so nice.
It's all about biding that
a good pistol.
right? Because for Team Liquid, they don't know if anyone was pushed up with camo.
Yeah, and then they take so long trying to clear this that you've just bought so much time. Keep an eye on the harbor going around the world. Sky, sorry, Sage, no one to stop him. No one to stop him. Fair play. Fair play. Wall comes in. Chaos was created. Harbor was going for around the world. Nicely done. Nice wall as well, to be honest. He went for the long instead of just the normal straight wall.
The perfect angle to get that defuse down. And sure, there were gaps in it, but not big enough for Koi to even push back through either, really leaving them to funnel over towards yellow, where the rest of Team Liquid had their eyes
literally the best wall he could have done.
In that area, you could see how nicely done that was.
If he had a fraction of a second,
0 kills, but literally won him around.
I don't know, anyone could have dealt with him there. I think
Chuck Molly goes in,
both with the opportunity to do so.
And
just half a
Shadow has filled the IGL role in terms of this one. He really is. Really is the IGL these days. He's now dropping for camo.
Just the fear of even trying to
Outlaw
push
for camo, and we have
only
2 people that can get one shot.
End, but man, it's a narrow fight that you don't want to be taking as we head into the next round. You have camo on the Outlaw, is what it looks like here. Oh no, that's just a Marshall. No, it is the Outlaw. Okay, I see the double barrel there.
Kiko has one as well. They're chilling.
My eyes are bad, man.
That's all right. It's okay to be old. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. All right, let's
definitely not the oldest one on the broadcast.
Yeah, I'm definitely done. Never going to be casting with Ash again. But for now, Koi, they've settled into this A site push. Kiko holding this line of fire will rip Grabinho's
Yoru has actually walked behind them over towards B, by the way.
Camo, that's so sneaky, and that's as low.
Does he realize there's someone above him?
He's trying to play the time. Oh, he's healed up, but barely Camo gets the kill in time. Team Liquid, though, are on top as they've got on the rest of the
potential cleanup.
Oh boy. Simultaneously. Shadow finds a pick onto Yampy, and there's not much left for Koi to do.
No, look how far up Mystic is pushed.
Especially given that there's this flag
done.
in the making. And there you go. 2-0 for Team Liquid.
Got a little bit scary over towards B.
There. Good map
really
control for Team Liquid to regroup.
Why speak? Dude, one of them was low HP.
That 3v2. Now weapons out,
and you
can probably hear the crowd chanting in the back as well here for the Stallions. Lots of fans here within the Riot Games arena down in Berlin, Germany. But we're still frosty in the server. We're still on Icebox.
Oh yes, that we are. Very frosty indeed. Team Liquid warm though on their hands as they found themselves 2 rounds. Koi on the other hand have to play catch up, and this is a round to do it. Knight look to aggress early towards this A site fake TP, which does alert the bells here for Team Liquid. Enzo dropping back from it.
Now leaning over towards this A site here. Quiet creep up from 3 members of
Shadow's pretty close to his ult in terms of 3, so maybe he can take some orbs.
Well, that mid control
Drone goes in over towards B, wall can go up.
It's a dry peek and it's a slow one, which allows you
to
double kill.
Their first big buy round, he's just one tap 2 of them.
And Team Liquid have dismantled this attack. Grabinho has to play catch up here. The wall just delaying them even
Wall as well to try and
there's 1 minute to spare, so you can't
get the guns as well.
Over, given that Koi could also do the same.
They also want to keep pushing towards A.
Wait, this is actually a nice wall.
To pick up these guns.
Little gap to the left.
Crossover. Mystic. Clean with it. And Robinho
Ow.
spotted, but not quite
2 HP?
peaked up. Enzo instead takes a chunk of health off of himself. And Koi double backing. This could potentially be a 3-0 start for Team Liquid, and every second ticking makes it more and more likely.
I mean, Kiko just finds so much value with this angle down towards mid. Just cutting off the rotation in full. Team Liquid know that Koi are stuck over towards A main at this point.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Team Liquid went for the chase as well. You've got Yampy on a Sheriff.
Yeah, they might as well. Pretty much everyone should, apart from Mystic and Enzo.
Less than optimal weapons to carry over to the next round. Well, Mystic has found himself a Vandal for the upgrade, but the chase will come in, and Koi will try and interrupt it. But no one's gone in for the chase. Now they will. And Starkster will keep himself alive, barely does so indeed. So rifles, a couple of them carried over.
Liquid are the biggest outlaw users. Oh man,
over,
you should see Pacific. Pacific is.
To be desired here.
Apex love it. T1 love it.
And
I've also been using it.
There's no opportunity within your duelist to get some sort of eco ultimate up to cycle in, which is, I think, the tough part here.
Yeah, Genji's been using it too.
Trade off when you have like a Raze or a Jet on your side.
Not as much as the others.
Kiko on the side of Team Liquid.
Right there. That TP this time was heard. This time not a fake. So still Team Liquid.
2 safe guns from
Koi looks to push through.
Koi.
Kitchen is covered. Koi a little bit more angsty
Molly
with their
to break
right
it.
now. Of course,
I
it's a
can
bit
take
of
his
a push and
Lambo
pull.
back though. Does break that.
Try and draw Team Liquid out. Bait out Killjoy utility. Push in mid. Stark so unsuccessful with a pick, so it has to drop back. I mean, with rifles available,
all under
you've got to see
tube, and
Starkster
Yampy takes the
kills
angle.
Here. Otherwise, it's all done and lost. And that's exactly
good
what
pressure.
happens. Starkster lose the gun, and that's
If he carries on walking as well.
Normally, you want numbers with those hero rifles as well.
Got mollies and shocks to stop the plant. 50 seconds.
All hope lies on Grabinho right now as he's close to this fight together with Camo.
Oh.
Takes a ton of health off from that shock dart.
Shadow somehow survives.
Yeah, keep an eye on Yampy, but they are watching the flank.
Yeah, this round is
Camo is on top of it.
done unless Koi are able to find some Sheriff kills.
Was on top of it. Of course, I talk about it and it stops happening.
Nobody's checking him. Spray onto the first. Shadow's got to turn around, but he won't be able to do so in time. Yampy wants more kills, wants better statistics at the end of this game. It's Enzo
Yampy gets his ult as well, and we get to see a second buy round from Koi here.
Round and a 4-round lead.
Hey, still was talking about the momentum that would have been on the side of Koi after that first map, and Team Liquid just shoving that right in their face.
Wait, that's pretty close to that game.
We're angry, you know, they're frustrated. How on earth did they let that map leave them? And this is Enzo putting a lot of emphasis on the morale of this team. Definitely needed. There were a lot of shaking faces by the end of Sunset. So this is exactly the right attitude entering the second map.
Aggressive looks that Steel was talking about as well for Team Liquid.
So ult to break the Killjoy ult.
Really
These two might have a little bit of a standoff in terms of ults.
Now Kiko cycling up into that operator.
Liquid decide to change this one up. We have a wall over towards B, but Nats is pushed in front of the wall. I don't think Rubino is close enough to hear it. So I don't know if it's going to work as intended.
They'll know if they rotate over.
Well, this A-side push, Team Liquid are notified of it. Enzo
Wall goes up, cuts the side off.
That's exactly what they will do. One left
Always
behind.
to delay, Alarm bot to chip in as well. And Grabino, yeah, is ready for Nats on this. Yeah, the whole trap play on that didn't really work just because they weren't close enough to hear it. Ult goes in, and Shadow decides to save his ult for the actual after plant. And he's just going to get taken down. Yeah, probably regretting his decision.
Able to readjust. Shadow shuts down his former teammate, and now there's 2 left. Quick on
Wow,
the
or not,
trigger.
he's a beast,
Shadow's
man. Nice
coming
shot
in as
from
well.
him.
Koi
It was
get
a really important
themselves
round.
on the board.
Bait there for Shadow as well to throw out that Hunter's Fury. Sure, looking to maybe try and tag one, but the realistic part of that was to try and
Shadow's crosshair, yeah.
Team Liquid into pushing forward.
And that's what you need.
The thing is, it used to be worse. Years ago, it used to be worse.
So much has been done to get them back in. And then from everything we've seen so far, Koi, all they need is
this is one of his better ones.
Themselves a streak of rounds.
Okay, Team Liquid still have the advantage though right now.
Okay, big rounds.
What do we have?
We have
Enzo's got
the
open.
lineup for this, but
This
as we
time
can see, the
around,
turret
we
is
still
over
have
towards
an
middle.
off in hand here
So
for
it's normally the
Kiko as
lineup to
well.
break the
Light
turret,
shield
but
alongside it. Soul
turret
holder
has
at the
been
A
changed
site.
over towards
First time
middle.
he's shifted over from mid and B.
Smoke goes in, so because we have the turret over towards middle, that means that potentially they can be going tube. So
It's just a matter of time if someone
with that smoke,
comes to his
Yampy now has to
proximity.
play close towards tube.
And it looks like that
Early
might end
info.
up
I
being
mean,
the
Liquid
case.
just have a
There's
lot
so
of
much early
info
map
all
control
the
here for
time, it
Team
feels
Liquid,
like.
right? Again, early stage wall that goes out towards B main, uncontested. Then you've got Yampy
Recon
full
gets
hold
dodged,
towards this mid side.
and with
though
that,
his utility
Liquid
there on
really want to
Killjoy
get
and
info,
Kiko
it
is looking
seems.
so deep over towards belt.
And are they?
They're so aware too, trying to walk the close angle.
For sure. Hunter's Fury, use that from Enzo. Eager to find a pick, and he does. Shadow no more. Sova Visova comes out on top for Team Liquid. Kiko has been blocked off and can't do a thing with the operator, so Koi do get site control. So, still, it's Team Liquid under pressure, even though they've got the numbers.
No plant
They're going to
yet.
be pushing forwards. Grabinho in this cove, together with a spike plant. Nat is the one to get a pick, though, but Grabinho comes alive
What
on
a god
top.
on top site.
3 to his name, but now he needs to get the spike down, and Mystic is there to interrupt it all himself. Readjustment, but Shadows trades, and it's down to Kiko. The Prodigy on the task again. Shadows on the spike plant,
I was
but
so sure he's
cuts
going
it
to get
all
that
off
kill.
to cut Kiko's head, and Koi double it all
What a
up.
shot from Shadows
Got
here.
scrappy,
Honestly,
it
what a
got
round from
dirty there
Grabino.
towards the A site, but Koi survive in that kind of environment. And Grabino was the one to completely turn the fight around here for the team. But because of how close that was,
Damn,
Again.
dudes.
tough buy here for both sides. Sure, everything in full for the most part.
Davidson with the
sacrificing a
prime.
little
Thank
bit.
you so much for the 6 months, mate.
That
That
energy
utility.
from Koi is just
Yeah.
contagious. Baba, how many times are you going to fall off your seat, mate?
Can we get a barbar chair counter?
We have to.
Fake teleport.
I'm gonna keep track of how many times it happens in this season. But okay, Kiko's just walking straight up. He's by himself. He's like, okay, you know what? They haven't really contested mid that much.
At least
Sure.
just close up the gap. He can find some damage with a right-click classic, but Camo not giving him an inch.
Nope.
Chatamite.
And this
Would
is
have maybe expected him to maybe work towards an orb
Am I?
instead,
Did I
but
look at that right? Did he
yeah,
have a
I mean,
classic
Koi
at middle?
tends to be more focused on the extremities anyways, so
And the best case scenario for Ko here is winning this round without using those ultimates. They know they're up against
He
a weaker
pushed down
buy,
middle when he had a classic and the rest of his
but,
team's got
you know,
this.
If it means that they guarantee a round, I
What
do
the
see it.
hell? Dude, that is...
we'll have to see what happens. Cookie crumbles. Yampy at the very least.
You gotta let your team play.
Killjoy flashed out as well.
He's saving for op.
discovered with that
I'm so
recon
fine with him
ping,
saving
but
for
Koi
op,
not
but
actually
when
going
everyone
to
else
go
has a better gun than you,
press it.
you gotta just
Got
relax yourself.
Shadows lurking over towards this A site. The thing is, Team Liquid, Enzo, and Mystic have yet to move an inch.
No, they haven't, and the Outlaw can do so much from this distance, and now all of a sudden, Team Liquid might be finding themselves a victory.
What a
in
weird
this
round.
That it just shouldn't be 25
He had Rez as
seconds,
well
but
if he
Mystic
could have got
loses
out of there.
himself within
Yampy's
the madness of
pretty
the war,
close.
and Yampy's closed
He's
up
gonna
the
try and
distance
make a
with
play
Outlaw.
here.
He's gonna use
And
it like a
honestly,
shot.
everyone's one shot apart
We
from
know it's double
Stark, so
barrel, but it's not meant for this moment. He doesn't care though. He gets out of the lockdown nats together with Yampy, tasked with the 2v2 retake.
Jados has double molly that he can put on the spike.
They know one's on site, only just planting the spike, so they know Starkso is right beneath us, but he's able to reposition, and Shados is there to help out. Nat has only got a Ghost, but we saw Ghost work of Supreme prior to this match. But
done
it
from
won't
Starkso
be
as well on
coming
this.
in this particular round. Starkso, 3 kills to his name, comes alive, and puts Koi on 3 rounds themselves.
His post plan's looking so comfortable. Chaining these rounds together here on the side of
Yeah,
Koi.
that one
Team
really
Liquid
did not make sense to
started
me.
off 4-0. Koi 1 away from equalizing.
The thing is, I don't think this round should have gotten so out of hand for Koi. This got way too close for comfort.
Oh yeah.
And you can see that the heart rate is off the roof here for the coaches of Koi. This can't be healthy.
I don't know. It absolutely.
This
could
can't
I mean,
be
All
healthy.
the players I feel like do rave about the Outlaw and how strong it can be in the right scenarios. Kiko, this angle tricky, but nobody home. So much information found at the very least.
Sneaky.
Who's next?
Instant Euro or Killjoy lurking over towards middle. Nats joins his team because he doesn't want to get wrecked. Everyone kind of finds a body. Is essentially what's happening into this one. Everyone can pretty much trade each other at the moment. They realize they can get a free plant.
They're doing a lot, but there's also presence in mid that they need to look out for.
Ult goes in as well. Kind of no one. Dude, what a weird round.
Team Liquid looking to contest. They're all nearby, apart from Kiko, and they're looking away from him. But with an operator in a Viper's pit,
still no plant down.
Right weapon for it. Look at Shadow. Oh my God, Shadow is being so sneaky right now. Is able to find one, but Enzo not able to find the reply just in time. Enters the Viper's pit, but it's going to be traded all out. 3 versus 3. Team Liquid though under pressure in time. Nats though here to save the day. The spike wasn't even planted, so it means it's all under control for Team Liquid.
Damn, he hasn't taken a breath in like 30 seconds.
Find a miracle. Grabinho backs off, tries to get the lay of the land, figure out where everybody's hiding out, but Kiko's got a waiting game. He's got the operator, and this long distance favors him. Grabinho needs magic, but he cannot.
Yeah, it was one of those weird. It was one of those weird Viper ults where there's just nowhere safe for you to be, so everyone's just kind of spamming you out, and you're just slowly tanking damage.
Shutting down the momentum that Koi were looking to build. Man, this got so tricky. I mean, sure, the Viper's pit goes down,
I didn't
but
like
just
the
not
ult.
being able to secure the plant just due to the util dump alone on the side of Team Liquid.
It was so rough. And
So
Team Liquid,
uncomfortable.
they were comfortable in all that moment.
Odin op, nice res. It is a low buy for Koi.
Just did Nats things. He just popped
Good
off.
amount of ult for them, but they shouldn't be wanting to use it.
It's a look here for this round, though.
Still not bad from Koi at the moment. They kind of insert one over towards A. Can maybe hit some rotates. Maybe try and create a lot of pressure. Got one hold in middle.
Mystic's got an
And
angle
then-
covered. He knows there's always a gap here he can work with, but
Yeah, he needs to be careful as well because he's the guy with wall and res. So definitely don't want to be going down. Especially when the majority of the play is just wall diffuse when they get over towards the site.
For Koi. If they get the plant, at least they've got Starkzo's ultimate together with Shadows as well to try and rain them onto Team Liquid.
Just waiting for that toxic screen to cycle back up here for Rubinho.
And it'll definitely shut
The
Kiko's
slug
sight
approve sign?
from this one.
Nice.
At least they've got
Maybe we get to see
Mystic
it.
nearby,
Yeah.
and he can do all the delaying possible, 40 seconds. And
Yeah, I'm a
he's
bit
moving
worried
quickly
for
forward.
Mystic
This
here. I'm a
Toxic
bit
screen
worried
goes
for
up, but they're
Kiko
looking
as
to push
well.
even further. Kiko might be in trouble. Camo finding an outlaw shot onto him, keeping
Wait,
the
what
team
is
alive
this?
in this round. It's still a 4 versus 4. Mystic needs to back off. Weird angle on the wall, gets spotted, and forced to drop back himself. Still, Koi. They need to
Grimoire?
get the spike plant, but
I
they're
thought
not going
Grimoire
for
you
the
go higher
B
with
site
that.
take. They're going all the way around to this A site, given that Shados has cleared it out himself. Stex was still doing damage in mid, and there's also the lurk from Yampi.
Still
Still
low time they're going to be able to plant on this one, and it becomes such a weird round. It just gets a good plant on this. Do they expect Yampi close?
As well. Look at the timing right now.
Not at all.
You've got
Where's the turret
Yampi
facing?
wrapping back around. The 2 players on
Wait, does
Koi
that have the-
towards A just
yeah.
have to live.
Oh boy.
Expect him to be here this quickly.
He gets this kill. Everyone's pretty far away.
Now it's peak. Just spotted him. 40 points of health remaining on him.
Yeah,
Shados
Shados
on
has
the
that.
flank. Mystic cannot pass even with a ghost on the defuse though. He's not faking it. You've got to peek it here, Grabinho, and that's
It was a
exactly
nice try with
what
it,
he does.
for sure.
A
I like this
thrifty
run
round
from
from
Koi.
Keeping
These kind of rounds where you
Team
kind of,
Liquid
I mean, this is the
at
best you
arm's
can get
reach.
as a default on this
Great
map, just
timing
because
from Shados.
Icebox.
And
But
we
this like
saw this last
this
time
thing where you
Team
can
Liquid
insert
and Koi
one
played
over
up
towards
against
A,
each other.
and you can get to
Starkzo
hear all the
was one
rotates once you
on
make
that
a lot of
harbor
pressure over
to
towards
run
B and then
along
rotate
those
back.
fakes.
That is
Be
like
that
the
distractor,
closest you can
especially
get
when
to
that reckoning was up,
a good
and
play
draw
on this
all the
map.
attention of Team
I
Liquid
swear,
over.
in terms of like tactical side of it.
Did he say he almost farted? I feel like that's what he said. But that's not the place for it right now. I feel bad for
Yeah, and they can probably talk about this, the fact that someone actually was over towards A taking a timing.
On the server currently is for Team Liquid. Right, they were meant to win the
Might be
previous round,
better
they were meant
just,
to build up the
They have a
streak.
choice. They can, instead of saving the Sage Wolf retake and trying to just plant, diffuse with it, they can just wall up when they want to rotate so they can get more info.
Team that gets eliminated.
I think honestly they were getting more info at
don't have an opportunity to play
with the
until
wall over
after
towards B.
Masters.
Why no
It's a couple
res?
months from
They,
until the next
it's
time
weird
we
when
see
you're.
Stage 1.
I think teams are to blame slightly for this as well, but the map's just a little bit weird that a lot of the time people don't play the right situations with Sage res, and you end up just holding it all the time on your defense.
Only one one of the teams that we already saw two.
It's like a situational one, but I think that teams are also to blame. To be fair, it's been a common thing all the time. Where like you should probably have a different setup. Like you know how you have anti-KOs, etc. Like you should probably have a different setup with your, or like you have a set round you like to do with the Viper. You should probably have one for this, but no one really does it.
And seeing if you can compete.
And people just end up being a little bit too committed a lot of the times.
On an international level for Masters Madrid.
Liquid now on the eco. We've got two here. Nope, one hero gun. Yampy, if he gets a kill, he gets his ult. We get knives as well.
Very true. Not an easy task. No one said it was.
No, but they got to focus here on this match first. Blades for Kiko. Walked all the way up, but look how patient Koi are.
And realistically, it's the Blades or Yampy's Vandal that will do most of the damage for Team Liquid.
Wait, he might.
It's basically what they rely on to not have.
Wait, they all go the other way?
Loss.
No way.
No idea and walked past him too.
Oh.
There's no way
Does he double
that
back?
no one goes there.
Check behind. Mystic gives the call that they've crossed over. He's going to have to go all the way around, and that's the first pick. That's a weapon to be collected in case he runs out of blades. Another shot.
Bro, comms? How did he not know he's behind?
And Kiko takes this round all to himself.
Using the toxic screen to his own favor from the enemy side of Koi.
Wants another bite. Give him the full ace, because this
absolute
guy
freebies.
5 points of health, and he wants 5 kills.
It was nice though at the end, but my goodness, that second and third kill was just the freest thing ever.
On VCT MEA.
Icebox has been his playground. The young blood coming in here for Team Liquid. The entire reason they won on Icebox the first time around, and he's pulling out all the stops.
Okay, at least this guy, honestly, this Grabino checked it, but then
trade theirs in this time around.
What are the comms
wondering
then?
where did it all go wrong? But the thing is, Koi, they were just outplayed, outpositioned there. They didn't necessarily do anything wrong other than not getting those trades in that 1v2.
Indeed. Indeed.
Yeah, big eco round as well. And I think a lot of them picked up guns at the end, so in terms of the economy, it's done.
Where they relied on high-flying performances, and Kiko coming in again.
Last shot was really clean. Oh yeah.
With the operator now, you know, coming into play, there's a lot more for them, a lot more that can help them facilitate a map victory. But Koi like to keep things close. Like we said, they get an inch, they'll take it a mile. And that's what Team Liquid need to be careful of. Yes, you get a round win, but you can't let this get away from you.
You definitely can't. I think what is interesting though, I guess knowing that Team Liquid, they've played against them before, but it did work. Last time they would continue to pressure, just using Starkso's abilities on that harbor over towards that B site, kind of cycling the pressure up with those cascades, denying that information right off the gate, and pressuring the fact that maybe someone had lurked up. We haven't actually seen that same sort
Some of the best teams on Sunset.
From the side of Boy. And
Sentinels have a pretty good record.
Maybe
Paper X have a pretty good record.
For it not to be as
What other teams am I thinking?
Operator, first blood, camo no more.
EDG.
I think
a pretty good record.
Got more things to write for this round, at least. Spotted, drop backed, updraft, also spotted. So Starkso looking at this upper angle. Who found who first though? That's the question.
Killjoy's over towards mid though as well. Might face off soon. Waiting for.
Yeah, and this is pretty good from Koi. Take a bit of map control. That's sound. Obviously, sucks to lose a player.
Could definitely be Killjoy head-to-head, but with Yampy dropping back to this A site, could have given Shade
from so far back. It's pretty hard for them to get info.
Infiltrating.
Passive plays. I mean, Enzo's just looking to play off of that Hunter's Fury based off the tap.
Nowhere to run.
Kiko having to balance multiple angles here. Hunter's Fury not quite finding anyone, but it's Grabinho instead to.
This is nice from Shaders taking a timing to hear the guy behind.
And he keeps on giving.
What?
And suddenly Team Liquid, after having an advantage, is back.
Grabinho just has these rounds where I swear he just takes control. Yeah, and they did not expect the timing from Shaders during all of this. That's a free site. This is a 2v3. So they decide to use the ult in when he's close. Not too sure about that one.
No hurry here. Nats for the clutch.
Spike planted.
And with playing against 3 players of Koi is not going to be an easy one. Down to 70 points of health. He's got the Viper's Pit, but I don't think he's going to want to use it. This is a difficult one. Koi moving all of their players into one corner.
Okay. Viper's pick could make all the difference here.
2 ults in the 2v3. One's a 1v3.
But it's just simple. They'll just move in together.
Koi will take that all day.
One out of the 3.
All day.
Close up the gap even further with
4v5 goes down into a 2v3.
Adjustment again that utility
and they use 2 ults.
From the harbor, the cascade just allow you to scale up, and even if you don't opt to take those angles, take the positioning there, just denying that information over towards Team Liquid, and just so much patience. Yeah, Enzo had even thrown out. Oh, Barbara. All laughs, all giggles over there in the coach's booth.
We love it. We absolutely love it. Team Liquid, though, on the other hand, after their own timeout, they didn't quite get their round win. That's what they were hoping for, and they didn't quite deliver. Kiko switches up his angle with the Alpha Creator. That's an interesting one.
Oh, and the bait as well.
You can be quick to get out, and you have the ability to find those trades there. You can see the other two
any drone shooters?
Our drone is going to feel
oh no! Gotta get out of there in this one. A good drone. They get away with but honestly, Liquid might take that as well. Means it's harder to get over towards A site. And I guess B. Speaking of B, they got really early info in terms of the alarm bot, and towards middle we've got a turret that's spotting bottom of mid. Then pushing through the smoke and obviously through the window.
Aldrin doesn't see anything here. So a signal.
As we can see on the minimap, they're going for a fake B. And then just walk over towards A. Enzo might be able to wreck this with 1 recon over towards A in terms of info. I'll just circle it just in case.
This could be perfect for them.
Recon went in. I don't know where it landed. Wait, no, it did get shot.
And it's always
yeah, because we stick 2 people, yeah. Killjoy ult goes in, Kiko gets the kill, over towards middle with the rotate.
From rotating over, Enzo still at the back of the fight is going to be a menace, but Shadows able to stop Mystic from helping.
Mystic ever uses res.
Enzo in a 1v3 situation before his team arrives. So how patient can you play it? How are you going to decide what you do here? Do you interrupt the spike from being planted? This might be the call. So far, he's done so, but with the lockdown enabled, Koi can get the spike down no problem.
And Yampi bought the fake over towards B. That lockdown for the defenders was used earlier. They don't have it as an entry back in.
Dimensional Drift giving the call that Yampi is really close to this fight, so Shadow's able to re-swing it, but Yampi is quicker to the fight. Camo exiting the Dimensional Drift now, putting Kiko in this 1v2. Upper angle covered, but he's got too many positions to think of. He's got no idea where everybody's hiding. They could be far, they could be close, they could be wide.
It's below him the whole time.
And Koi square things up in the final moment of this half.
Last 2 rounds were really good from
this game could go anywhere.
From Koi. I think Liquid could play some of these rounds later in terms of like
every opportunity for both teams, and it all relies on the second pistol replays from this last round. And man, the distraction game, the big brainness and the calling coming up from Shadow, Stark, so just being that instigator on B so constantly, because when you do see that harbor, sure, you've got the top.
But I think about Liquid's comp, I mean, it's old school, it's proven.
Defaulting it. Typical.
The problem is that everyone knows how it works,
but it's when you see
I guess.
utility that you're like, okay, the rest of the team should be with him. That's where we'd be looking towards.
Still,
you normally would expect
still does everything you need it to do.
Trying to pop his util.
But entering the second half here, Team Liquid on attack.
I do think the Harbor gets you more than the Sage for sure, but
on attack maybe they can be a bit more preemptive.
I think as well with
force the pace out themselves.
I mean,
the thing is, Koi, they use
if teams are used to playing like that, and you don't have to spend too much time to get used to a map, then probably a time saver as well.
Such a read.
There's only a bot watching this backline, so it will read it, but can you expect 3 players to be holding it out?
Drone goes in, they've got 2 mollies to prevent them from coming onto site, and this flank is coming in fast. They broke the turret.
So the plant won't come through straight away.
Sky in sight.
But 3 players on the flank are going to cause a world of trouble unless Nats interrupts them. That's the first, but he's got 2 minutes.
Nats has done really good. Did he spot both as well?
Is turning behind to help.
Nah, just 1.
But it gives so much more space for
now they spot both.
Itself.
Grubinho having to reposition, has been nestled out of Stark, so use that time to move in himself. It's a balancing of positions that Koi want to crunch on them. They've been able to do so successfully though so far, but they're lacking in numbers here, Team Liquid, and Enzo's pick here was the absolute vitality. Still, it's Grubinho all to himself, and he's able to clean it up against his opposing Viper. All he has to do is defuse, and he's got ample time to do it.
Yeah.
What a pinch coming in from Koi.
I like the 3-person push over towards middle.
Well.
It used to be like really common back in
and the pistol was
Especially
so
Americas. Back in
important
Tier
when
2
you're tied
Americas,
up
everyone
to
used to
find
do
that
this.
initial
To do it for like
advantage.
4 sometimes.
Oh, disgusting flick from Shadow.
Yeah.
That is unreal.
So
Wow.
well done. I mean, and then you also
Wyatt's
have, I love
Law?
the
What
fact
is
that you're
Wyatt's
pushing
Law?
out
Well, I've never heard
towards
this.
mid. Sure, it is a gamble to expect that A push out from Team Liquid.
We got the close cam kissing his teammates' hand.
But ultimately, the fact that there was
Rematch
also
buff? Oh, okay.
Shados just lying in wait with his KJ
Yeah.
utility.
Okay,
just
now
buying
that might
more
actually be
time
the
now
molly
heading
for
into
this
the
turret.
next.
Yeah, that is. Molly for this turret.
Double stack up here.
A good bit of pressure.
Side for the attack. It's Starkso.
Starkso goes close with the judge here, and he has someone watching his back. Oh man, it is a deadly setup. Fair play. The problem is, again, when people that watch the stream kind of know that I love the judge, but I hate it in the second round. It's just one of those things that if you get 1-for-1 traded, it's such a savage gun to go to the enemies.
Okay, just a little bit more patience here, Starkso.
There's a lot of people here. Let's see if it's a 1-for-1.
Really is. Oh, and it could be brilliant. 2 kills for nothing.
A lot more than
and he gets
that.
away with it. Scott's free.
I have the spike.
That is crazy.
Hey, I think it was a little combo with the shock dart that went out.
Grabinho's going for a whole wrap around here, though, and I don't think they're waiting for it. No,
Timing.
they are, because who's wrapping around
Oh,
who?
the
Enzo's right
wall.
behind him. Oh, he's got no idea. Bring out the knife, mate. I know you want to. Make sure he can get another kill out of it, but ends up not doing so. He knows Nats is nearby, but he's just brought Team Liquid in some sort of contention. Well, Koi, an even greater spot.
They don't know where Yampi is right now.
And that's Nats pulling the trigger.
Still 22
so
seconds
fast
on
to
this
turn
one.
around.
There is a gun that
This is doable,
Yampi could have
20
picked up, but he
seconds
wants to
left.
take the
Side control,
timing
but Shadow's
instead.
nearby. Recon not there yet, but he's got a couple of shotguns that could deny the default spike planting positions. 12 seconds, close to Yampi's feet, and Shadows with the upper
Oh.
ground. Yampi with a double.
He has no idea Yori's behind him, but I'll tell you what, nice damage done.
Be interrupted as Camo is right behind.
One of the-
Koi continue with their streak.
Team Liquid made it extremely expensive
It
though
was
here for
is a
Koi.
minimap portrait. It was a weird round. It was like
Just
everything
can't
was
believe that
just.
recovery back
I mean,
towards
everything was
mid
just
lane
over
as well.
towards
Difficult. Grabinho was left on an
here
island,
the whole
and
time.
Just the fact that they had no
For like a
idea
minute.
where Yampi
Like, I felt like
was,
we
just
were having
Yampi.
the same
rest of
fight
the
for like a
team were going
minute.
to help him out.
And the big reason why Team Liquid were able to keep close is because of Nats. It's like shots because of this. He turned 180 degrees and recovered in
shots.
time. Yampi as well, doubled on the Sheriff. For the old
Some shots were
players
hit
from
on this
Team
one.
Liquid,
Koi
doing a
take
splendid
the
job
lead.
to keep them in contention, but not quite the round for them. But it does mean that Koi have a weak bonus round now.
Nice wall to go and slow down this push. 5 players here from Team Liquid present towards B main.
Kiko's so close to the action here. There's no Starkso was right on the other side of the toxic screen, but he does back off in time. And Koi back off completely. It's
Yeah,
like
they
want
gamble
none of it.
stack
It's
on
like
this
they
one.
already know that this round is, there's it. There's no pick to be had. There's a gamble maybe in case an A-site hit does come through, but they're just not willing to give away orbs to Team Liquid.
No, not at this point, just trying to play numbers. Starkso
Ooh.
back into the smoke now. He hears the orb tap.
How much realistically can you do?
This is gonna be bad
Maybe
timing,
one.
right?
But then you're done
Okay.
and dusted.
I mean, what Grabinho did
Well, he's doing
on the
great.
Ghost on the previous map was disgusting.
Actually looks so comfortable.
And
Oh.
hardly replicable.
I'd say
So
he looks so comfortable in
just trying
such a
to
weird
live by that time
situation.
right now.
Just trying to live. Koi going for a
Wall
massive
goes
flank,
in,
but it's read
plant
by Yampi.
is-
And shot down by
Wait,
the Ghost
did they mess up?
himself. Starkso showing his presence by stabbing at the wall.
They mess up the wall or not?
And the outlet from Camo's done damage. Wait a minute, this
Two-person
might
flank
be doable
behind.
for them,
This is
especially
really
if
weird.
he
Yeah,
hasn't
Liquid
been
do
able
good to
reload
take map
because he
control
spent
on
the
this
time
one.
taking that flash out.
Especially with the
Koi,
double flank
their
behind.
wrap is taking a long
Koi are
time
gonna be
for
happy with the
mid.
damage
Team
done. There's a
Liquid
chance
still
they could win.
should be
Shadows
able
has
to
a good
close this
gun.
out, given that they've got rifles galore. Shadows got an upgrade.
Did Grabinho spotted here too. 1 snake bite down for the count.
Shadows was hoping they were playing out in Snowman, at least deep in that position where he could have gotten a kill, but unlucky with the timing.
All 3 players back towards Snowman here, and a recon available for Enzo.
Last player standing.
And with Shadows dropping, the only one with a
Okay,
gun.
nicely
there's
done.
nothing
Still
you
think they're
can
gonna be
do.
happy
He
with the
can pick
damage
it up
done.
here.
1 armor
Grabinho
rebuy, 2 gun
greeted by
rebuys.
lead
Means we get a
to
massive
the
swing round.
heart. And Team Liquid get guns, and they get around.
Good here. Again, the back and forth, right? You expect Team Liquid to win that one out now.
30 seconds left.
Seen the save coming in here. Koi, You got the fact that Operator now up for Camo. How aggressive does he get with it though right now? Set up. Okay, he's got one of those TPs to head all the way back over towards B if he needs to make a quick rotation. Gonna go aggressive with his op.
Odin, op.
Very aggressive actually, but that's not the position that's being covered from Team Liquid right now.
Yeah,
Instead,
and Liquid does go for the 5-person over towards A.
Seconds to push towards the left-hand side entry of A. But Camo by that time repositions.
Going a little bit safer
Now, the
to clear
Operator
the
has
angles.
been integral for Team Liquid on defense. Koi, not so much.
Get shot early so it doesn't clear these. Instant drone
Camo
back.
holding that big gun.
Nats has his ult. Everyone else 2 away pretty
Spotted
much.
out.
No one's
2.
no one's 1 away
I
at the
think
moment.
would be the guess coming out from Shadow. Just based on what was shot out and what he was able to see.
Plan B for Camo enabled.
Oh boy, they've got
Still
nothing but
saying, "Nobody
bodies
here,
to turn
guys.
this corner with.
Stick to your positions. The threat is imminent, close to this action. All Team Liquid players grouped up together. It's going to be a 5-man collapse, and Camo no time to get out of it.
That was a nice
instead
peek.
to find the trade onto Enzo, and he will be trying to close up the gap even more, and he's able to get
And
the
they have an
wall.
Odin back of
Triple
sight.
kill for
Yeah, and they
Stark.
have to go
Shadow
through the
enters
slow
fight
wall
with the
and
burn,
the
he's
Viper
being
wall.
incredible
That
with
is a
it.
disgusting little combo though.
Bullets all over the Team Liquid
Can't force
players,
through
and
that.
the round goes to Koi.
Yeah, and that's the
Stark
big buy
shows
rounds. 2
utility,
people
an
now can't buy for
unsung
Liquid.
hero within this matchup as well. Those
Gonna be-
reckonings have been
Yeah, this seems to be a good timeout.
absolutely deadly for Team Liquid, and it just buys so much time. A
Stark
timeout
so,
to be
oh
called
man,
this
he did
time
so
around.
well.
Both of these teams have been really good calling
How did he
out
get
these
an extra
timeouts
one?
as soon as things get out of hand. As soon as they feel that things should be going their way and there's some sort of misinterpretation of the opposing play, they get on the case straight out of the bat. These coaches are on it. They can't afford a team to gain unnecessary leads, unnecessary
Yeah,
streaks.
and that's what it means to them,
Koi
especially
right
with
now
the
has
eco
been
that
able
has
to
to happen.
shut down Team Liquid's buy opportunity. Economical reset. And they cannot let them run too far away. You can't blame Emil bringing out this timeout.
No. Looks like going to be a force here on the side of Team Liquid from the buys that we can see on our screens. I know you guys don't get the chance to see that right now, but there is that Viper's Pit available here for Nats. So that opportunity to try and cut off likely A sites if, I mean, you could choose towards B main, but I think A is typically the more standard one if you're going to use that early Viper's Pit and run it with that Spectre in pocket. But again, it all depends on if Team Liquid are even able to find that
really
site
does.
in the first place.
It really does. Team Liquid scratching their heads here. Not too far away. 7-9, not difficult. But they're trailing behind not only in rounds, but in the map score as well. They're on the back foot. Koi win this map, it's game over. Out of kickoff.
Wait, they force?
And what's big here is we saw that speed up in pacing coming out from Team Liquid
What's
in the
big here is
last
they
round.
force.
I want to see that again because they were able to punish Camo on the angle before he could TP out that time. They've got to replicate it.
Well,
Wait,
forcing
this is
into
so
this
all
round.
in.
Only a couple of pistols for Team Liquid, but hoping they can secure it nevertheless. It's a gamble. Let's just say that. It's a big gamble. If it doesn't work,
Portal closed.
they'll be in a world of hurt. They might be confident in this one.
It's a game of chicken right now.
It really is.
Just patience across the board. This looks a lot more like the, you know, the coin Team Liquid that we saw before.
Oh, big time. But this time Camo's got an operator and is looking at the right direction. Team Liquid move in here. There's a big chance they'll be trading out kills in Koi's favor. Aljoin finding out Grabinho, but doesn't give a chance for Camo's position to be
Yeah,
telegraphed.
they
They know
baited
he's
this
got
one
to be
in.
afraid,
Rifle
should.
shoots it nice
Walk
and
up towards
early.
The left side though is huge.
But
When
Camo
does he
needs
decide to
figure
check
out whether
left?
he switches his position or hopes that Grabinho can hold his
What
ground.
is that?
TP out,
Yeah,
that allows
real close.
Grabinho to delay the push with snake bites as he drops back and calls for
101 with the
reinforcements.
damage.
This upper angle here for Kiko as well. We're not seeing the same explosive entries from him now on the attack.
And we're talking about 30 seconds in the making, and Camo's already got
Oh
an
man,
pick.
and
That's
Mystic
really
can't
important.
swing off
Enzo
this because
not
of the
able to put
molly.
that Hunter's really good use, and there's still a player in yellow that's wrapping all the way around. Look at Grabinho. He hasn't been spotted.
Oi,
Mystic
Mystic's
doubles up.
making
Oh, he's
outrageous
jumping on
plays.
top of the box. That is immaculate. Bringing one to life, but they need to get the spike down. 2 versus
That was
3. It's Mystic. His turn.
outrageous.
The tide's completely in their
Spike
favor.
planted.
Right now you've got a cascade.
Does
to
Nats
go
have a
forward
good
with.
ult?
Right
And
He's
Shadow
at least got
might be able to find a
lineups.
gap across this
They do
smoke.
have a cove.
As soon as it falls, Shadow not able to treat it or trade it. Inwards, Mystic down.
I mean, Mystic's
in a
done enough.
1v2. Oh, it's so tough. He's walled off as well. He's going to have to go all the way around from yellow, break the wall, and that's going to buy so much time from Team Liquid here.
That was such a play, by the way.
Save the operator.
He has to.
Every
That's
round
got
has
to
been
be
so
the
close.
round
Yeah,
for
shout out to
Team
Mystic.
Liquid.
Been having a rough game, but like you always
do
do on Sage on this map anyway. That's what's meant to happen.
Direction, not letting them go.
And again, changing
part of the
that
comp.
tempo, trying to
That
catch
was
out
unreal.
Camo on that. Sure, again, we haven't seen the same sort of explosivity that we saw from Kiko as we did the first time that Team Liquid and Koi faced off. But they didn't need it. Mystic going vertical there with the wall, the full battle stage situation to completely flip that when we saw Shadow get 2 with the Hunter's Fury.
Mystic has popped off in
Oh,
so
it
many
was so
occasions today, but
nice.
this one takes the cake.
Actually, so
Uses his own
nice.
wall to
Especially
find
like
a
the
couple of
little
kills
jiggle
and
peek and then
jumping
full
over
swing.
yellow as well. It's been insane. Emil can be proud of that one and happy for the Mystic pickup. Old Fnatic boy.
And
Back
it
in the
was such a,
VCT,
I'm telling you,
where
it
he
was
should
such a
belong.
bold call, but it
And
really
Team
does
Liquid
pay
now.
off.
Off the back of the previous round success.
Speaking
right?
of bold
Being a
calls,
little
they
bit
pretty
more
much do the
aggressive than
alpha.
Yampy's gone up
Yampy's
quite
watched an
far
alpha
forward.
demo and he's
Being
absolutely
greeted by a
sent it
couple
through
of players
middle.
of Koi as well. Shadow showing himself, but he's got the likes of Shados.
This time they have
assist
2.
with
I think
that
if
as
he
well,
dies
in the
here,
proximity to help out Yampy,
Nats
it's an
might.
off-angle.
Oh my
I
god.
don't think they'll expect that. The
Drone?
Algebra 9
Running
even
him out.
check it. I think it
3
has.
people
And
coming his
Nats
way.
will be in
That's as
trouble.
good to get one.
Shadows trace it out, but in the
Kiko, did
meantime,
he
it
just
bites out
dive
for
on
Team
him?
Liquid to push across this A site, and Kiko's done so much. It's a 2 versus 3 favoring the
Yeah, is
Blue
that hyper
Stallions.
focusing over towards
Yoru
middle?
and Camo
Kiko, I'm
trailing
pretty
behind.
sure just dashes on
Exactly
top.
what Team Liquid wanted right now. 2 taking the upper
Yoru
angle,
ult
but the
gets
big
used in the
thing was
2v3.
just
Dude,
to
how many
gain that
ults are we going to
space
see
here
in
on
like
A.
man
Camo looking to find
disadvantages?
information for his team, but it does
What
leave
the?
Remain exposed to the elements, and then Mystic is a hell of an element. 1 versus 3, and Camo, he hasn't found many clutches this tournament so far.
2 flashes.
Is it enough for him? No, it's not, because Mystic is looking in the
That was
shadows.
nice.
and
Shout out to
finds the
Kiko on this one.
opportune moment
Nats,
to pick.
I mean, Nats getting a kill there
Always
is
above you.
criminal as well. I have no
9
idea
to
he
9
does
now
this.
as we tie things up here once again. Now, Koi on the back foot, don't have the money to buy into this round.
Yeah, he actually is. He's Mystic's playing a different game. You're not right. I mean, not
Cycle
wrong
up into
even.
Quite a few of these ultimates. Again,
Yeah,
we
he
still
does
have
dash on
Nats
him.
with that Viper's Pit. That was disgusting.
It's insane.
Bro, this whole round was disgusting. What game
Kiko
is
was
this?
able to do on that A site. The distraction from mid, the push from A, all of it together just put so much pressure onto Koi. Emil was just waiting. What's going to happen? Are they going to close it out?
2 fists up, ready to fight.
He doesn't want to be too early to the celebration. I respect that.
It's fair enough. Can't get too ahead of ourselves. It's time out to be called now here from the side
Readying the
of Koi,
celebration.
and
Yeah, he was.
Where are
winding
things
it up.
going wrong?
Yeah, that's the big question here. It feels like Team Liquid have been overwhelming them left, right, and center. Koi, it's been a few rounds. Even the round that they did win, it did come close. They need to find something their way, whether that is some sort of an aggression play. They just need to stop losing players early. I think that's the fact of the matter. But for now, it seems like it's going to be a difficult endeavor for them. A real difficult one, considering how far behind they are economically.
It would be nice to see Koi playing a little bit more forward. I think Team Liquid have found the advantage as far as just, you know, Yampy and Nats being on those lurk positions, drawing so much of the attention of Koi away from those sites, and then that's the green light for the rest of Team Liquid.
Okay, Liquid's
of
chance to
course,
take the lead on
move
this one. We get a
in
hero
and then
judge from
help with
Starkzo.
those crunches.
Going back over
See if this
towards
timeout
B,
prompted a
close.
change
Oh man,
of pace.
this is not
Starkzo
scary
fighting
as well.
with the
Drone comes
judge.
in,
Now
insta
Drone
swing.
spotting
Lovely
him, but
cover.
aggressive. Kiko's got it all locked and covered. Starkzo not going to be finding any kills this one.
Fake teleport.
No TP out. It's going to send that away now. But again, you've only got a Sheriff in hand. So patient.
Here.
Clearing out every angle.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. Camo doesn't have much to his exposal apart from his teammate.
This guy could definitely set his team up with a flash if he wanted.
Towards Camo's feet.
Oh.
And he could just
Oh,
back
does he
out.
TP out and then flash
what
for
Koi do
them?
have going for them is a lot of player nearby, and Shadow's able to close up the
Bro,
gap.
surely
The
this guy
stingers
should be
were
flashing
not
for them.
Good enough. Team Liquid clean up the house. Andalucia
That
flawless
was-
and double digits.
Yeah. Sure.
Crowd chanting in the back here for Team Liquid as they find the momentum into the second half. 3 rounds chained together here for the Stallions. No need to use any of these ultimates quite yet.
I mean, yeah, Liquid get away with a lot of people surviving there. This could have been way worse. 3 people ready to swing. All they need is a lovely flash.
It feels like Team Liquid have got Koi red at this point. They expected someone to push through there.
Yeah, money's great after this one.
Didn't hesitate a second to pull that trigger.
Koi, ooh, they miss. Yeah, they missed the jump out as well and just tanked the molly. Recon doesn't get shot as well, so Liquid know everywhere's close.
But you throw down that snake
Alarm bot at middle.
It makes you just so
what is this?
vulnerable when you're trying to back off towards
They're
the
using
site
a different
play that
smoke.
aggressive angle.
Smoke to block mid, and it blocks a bit of an angle here.
It has to be a gamble stack. There is no other way. They need to win the fights in terms of gun.
I think they just missed their smoke.
Because if they leave too many
I don't think that would be on purpose. You have a whole line here. Yeah. It missed up a smoke, and literally Nats is saying, watch out, there's a gap on the right.
Knowing that there's a lockdown waiting on the other side.
You should run.
And Koi, with the placement that they have, the treatment is the same. They do drop back, but Shadows has got a lockdown available of his own.
Yeah,
what is the decision on this? They have a small chance if they want to get the plant in. They go for the plant, they put the ult in, and Yampi goes super aggro, kills the ult and gets the kill, but what a hero play on this. Do they expect mid? Yes, they do, even though the alarm bot's down. Yeah, and because they get the kill on the Killjoy, just everything is down.
Bringing his team back, but is it enough? They need to find more, and within this Viper's pit, it is Mystic's domain. Camo and Grubinho have actually turned it all around, but Mystic has done so much for Team Liquid. All he has to do is do it again. One shot, not
done 10-10 on this.
To find Mystic's head.
A lot of ult used as well. Money's still here though.
Square things up for yet another time.
They stopped the bleeding.
Who's the guy that got the kill in?
So good coming out from Team Liquid,
who killed the guy in kitchen?
That was a big knowing that there was going to be another lockdown in response.
This one.
And they weren't going to let Koi take that space, but Grubinho doing so
on top of
much
it.
with that late rotation from the B side, being able to catch out Enzo, just changes the game in there. 10 now.
Oh dear, that's not
yeah, they're kind of just like, especially when the Killjoy goes down, there's someone here, there's someone here. It's just kind of like, how the hell have we got away with this one? And this is this is nice. They kind of work out now that the turret's over here after seeing it once the Killjoy died, and Molly goes in. Looks good for it. Yeah, Molly takes down the turret. That creates a lot of pressure. Op now on attack. Back up nice.
Cheeky angle to hold.
He hasn't been here on a buy.
No, he hasn't.
The 3-person setup, they did this before though.
I mean, with an
they did this last time.
And it's an upper angle, so Starkster wasn't ready for it. Camo has to draw back here, and so does Grubinho. He's in trouble, but doesn't vacate the area soon enough. Mystic, wonderful shot.
Yeah, I'm not sure you can do a bait play like that once you've shown it once, or at least not straight after.
Someone to be around the Aldro, not clearing it, only now.
Didn't they do the bait setup against them as well?
They pinged this position,
I think.
But he doesn't have a TP to get out of there.
It is set over towards orange, but you do see Team Liquid, they decide to back up anyways. Camo, it was important to keep that space. The rotation now being made. Seeing pings from the defenders as well, though. Knowing that there is danger over towards that A site. They could have walked through with the lack of utility there. Instead, you've just got the nano swarms to delay that.
And they picked the right site. And they have Yampi inserted to get a lot of info. Turret's been put back up though. But he's going to hear all the rotators as they come back. And Koi managed to win one, but then they lose the next round.
They'll be really far behind. So they're going to drop back. They're going to allow the spike plant to take place.
He must have. So when he heard the molly land and the molly popped, he for sure just picked it up. I thought it killed it, but he picked it up. When someone throws a Killjoy molly, you always have time to take it back, and you get it back in 20 seconds.
Just that rough to deal with, knowing that
so
you need
shout out to him
to work in your favor, because even worse would be to lose all of those guns. Let 100%. Team Liquid head to 11, and then you're fighting out for match point without anything in your pocket.
Cast those feelings aside, take an extra breath, use this time towards this end of the round to discuss what you can be doing the next one. For now, their task is to keep themselves alive. Team Liquid on the chase. It's not that they can afford to go after them too much. They've got another buy in them, yes, if they do lose a weapon, but it's still a long way to go. Team Liquid, the lead, and 2 rounds away from finding themselves into a third map.
Resurrection here for Mystic available. Looking over on the side of Koi, again, there is going to be...
Yeah, what do they go for? Because there's two
Viper's
people. I mean, this guy
here.
can
So
drop.
you see the judge coming in, now
And
expecting
he kind of
that
wants
to
it.
come out
Weird situation
early.
for him. He kind of wants
You know what excites me the most here, Ash? The Kiko
He
operator.
does a drop instead of a drone. Oh, man. And he's one away from his
It's
ult.
scary. If you're Koi right now, you don't want to
That
be
is
faced up.
savage.
No, he'll be
Thinks the
so
Viper
aggressive
over
with it,
towards
but
B.
the Viper's pit at the very least cuts off the angle. Right
really
now,
does.
Garbino has to dodge the Owl drone, though.
Yeah, and he's done this really well.
Pop revealed over towards that B site as well. Look how quick the rotations are coming in, and you just have Yampi's just
Yampi goes
sitting
close, sees
at
the
mid
alarm bot. Nothing
whole
much he can do
time
about
here.
this.
He's been chilling. He knows that there's an alarm bot nearby and doesn't want to trigger it. He wants to make sure he's in the silent position as long as possible.
At the same time, a lot of extremity control here for Koi because you also
They push
have Camo
down
pushed
tube.
up
What a
towards
weird
Nest
round
on
this
A.
is going to be
He's
to
just
see.
sent
Get
out his
timed over
TP
towards
as
B.
well.
So it's gone out for the lurk.
This is all Yampi.
Yampi catching off Shados. His patience
Yeah.
is
But this guy
rewarded.
can definitely win the
Starks
round
is
right
also
now.
nearby. He himself is going to try and beat
Here's
Hernandez, but
1,
he's let
2.
them all cross
Yeah,
forwards.
in
The
middle.
outdrone, the alarm bot won't be triggered as Shados
Stops
has found his demise.
everything.
And Team
Here's it
Liquid on
all.
the front foot as they enter this B site. Hunter's Fury from Shadow trying to deny any of these players, but this time he's unsuccessful in finding anyone. Finds some chip damage onto
It's the
Shadow.
planter.
onto one
Wall
of these
goes up.
players,
Plant
but it's
heavy
quickly
for
replenished
orange.
back into
What a
life. Kiko
weird
holding
round
off
this
the
one
mid
is.
play.
The
That's
Vipers are
exactly
having a
what Koi wanna
Viper
play
off.
into. And
Oh,
that's exactly where Kiko falls.
the timing there is sublime.
Oh, Grabinho, that is dirty!
The classic.
And then the 3 versus 3, Koi might have a chance
Wait,
here.
wait.
Shadow on the off angle. Enzo didn't expect that at all. And Koi,
Mystic has his
2 players,
raise,
Shadow
but
and Stark, so playing this one together.
he doesn't want to let them know he's here.
Deny them for a little bit, but it's already diffused halfway. They might be sticking up a Mystic from behind. They've got no idea. Mystic
Lovely from
saves the
Mystic.
day yet again. The star player for Team Liquid
Yes.
today.
All his
does
kills
it
have had
one more
really
time.
big impact.
Nail in the coffin now, hitting this match point here for Team Liquid. Looking
sitting
to
at
take
like,
us to
what,
the
2-4?
decider in this best of
2,400?
3 in Group A. Now, looking over. or
Man,
in Group
Icebox
B,
is
sorry,
such a
but now
messy
looking
game
over towards
sometimes. It's such a
Koi.
messy map. Look at that.
It's tough buy. You've got 2 Guardians alongside the Vandal, and then you've also
Yeah.
got the Bulldog. Yampi's. Okay, whoa. That energy. Love
Okay,
to hear
2.
it for Team Liquid.
2 chances.
And they've only got
But
1 round
damn.
left.
And
Him and Miniboo gotta go on
yeah,
the screen.
1 away from the Yoru ult,
One
so
round
they
left,
want to
but
make
it's
sure they
potentially
punish this.
split.
Recon
2
goes
rounds
in.
for Koi, potentially overtime.
At least gets a scan off so they know it's
Against
clear.
Koi,
Starkso
they
jumps
struggle
straight
on
back
the
to the
defense.
pulse?
This
No.
is their weak
Almost.
point. It's really the attack, and they didn't find the advantage that they were looking for in the first half.
3 people
It's
walk
find
aggro.
exactly where they can find the most pace, but Camo, that is beautiful. Finds himself back in on top, and the fact that Starkso gets one, albeit the
It's my,
resurrection, Koi has still
Yeah,
got the
it's my
numbers
molly
advantage.
lineup on this one. That's
Heal
nice.
coming up here as well. That
Had to
recon
re-clear. This
already
was very
used.
nice from
Still an Owl drone to work
very
with.
nice
Yampi on the
from
luck, though.
Koi.
This could be crucial. There's nothing to
With a
alarm
res, they come up on top.
Koi here from this flank.
No, nothing towards Boiler. It's
Camo
only the
also gets a
alarm bot
kill, so
over
instead of the ult that they were
to
trying to deny,
Jesus.
he actually just gets the kill for his
Itself
ult, and they're going to get
instead
good
has
info at
positioned
50-second
himself
mark.
there
He's going to
So
see
all
only
Team
one
Liquid
pass in
are
A.
doing right now is trying to buy the time to wrap around
see
here,
both of these.
let
We need to keep an
Yampi
eye on
get in a
Yampi.
great
Yampi
position to
has
change the
walked
tide
all
of this
the way
round.
through.
Scouting good here for Camo at the very
He is
least.
getting spotted though.
Camo's shown
Big
his
jaw
ground.
coming up. I mean,
They
there's so
know
many big
he's
jaws. There's this
ulted
one and there's one
nearby,
over towards their
and Team
spawn
Liquid
as well.
look to run away from it.
30
Oh
seconds.
my goodness, Grabinho there waiting, but
Man,
it's got to go.
Camo
to peek
gets
out from the
4.
shadows, gets so
Yeah, there was
many
a duel
kills
at
from
both
it.
spawns.
And out of nowhere,
The weirdest,
Koi on
weirdest
11.
round.
Such a read coming out from Koi, expecting now. Honestly, it took a little bit too long for comfort for me. I think Yampi has gotten way too much value on his mid lurks, and Koi haven't really given that respect and paying enough attention. But what shots to come out from Camo. The hype. Barber's like, how?
Yeah. How? Just simply
Okay,
how.
1
Camo
chance
rejuvenated.
from 2.
Back on the server,
in
exactly
half.
where Koi wanted him to be. And the right moment as well. 1 round between themselves and overtime. And for Team Liquid, you could say the same thing, but with a map win, they'd love it.
That's an early drone over towards A.
Team Liquid buying into that one for the Sentinel. The attacking side again, this mid control here instead. Nats is the one on that kitchen.
Yeah, and
mark.
Yumpy's been lurking all the time, so it's nice for Nats to do it. They were all over this mid. Both the lurkers get taken down with a B push as well. It is a 3v5. They do Fnatic wall, they at least get to plant top of sight. Enzo has 2 shocks, that's about it. And Darkso has his cove for the fuser. This is probably done.
Only just enabled the dash. Snakebite nearby, but avoided by Kiko. Wanted to go even further. He doesn't really have.
He's a little bit scary with the knife, though.
Held back. And Enzo going all the way around. Kiko no more. Koi might actually have done it. Mystic on top. Has to drop back. It's not all done until Koi are able to deliver this defuse, and Mystic is so good on these clutches so far. He's able to find one. Shadows drops it right back up.
Misses, but we insta-stick this one.
And they're sticking the defuse, stopping it, but no!
Oh, that was close. Yeah, they kind of rushed their cove, and that's been happening a few times. They rushes his cove.
Body block coming out here for Koi. 12
2 chances down to nothing.
First overtime round. We're seeing a glass cannon operator in the hands of Kiko here as well, as we swap sides with Team Liquid back on the defense and Koi on the attack.
The fake diffuser, he saw him a little bit as well on the left, like only ever so slightly.
Like the fact that Koi are taking supremacy on their own defense to take the initiating fights themselves, dictate how the round is played out. Don't allow Team Liquid to set up the way they would have liked themselves.
Nice.
I mean, for Koi, they were giving too much respect on the defense initially. At the beginning of the second half, they weren't taking any of that control. It was a free playground.
Op comes in, no armor.
What they have to do is
over
replicate how much
towards
success they've had on the attack.
On the floor, aggro. Drone needs to get shot by the rifle.
2 rounds in a row. The same could be said about Team Liquid. 2 consecutive ones on each side.
And they drone back to set this up.
What is needed to pick up a map win here. He knows, but he's run out of a dash.
Enzo did a good job to bait this one in.
Walking over now towards
Smoke to stop normal plant. Is this an alarm bot? What is this?
Yeah, I think you can see how important it is for Team Liquid.
So this is pretty cool. They know that they like to wrap rounds heavy like this. They have a bit of a kill setup, and he's ready to molly off it as well. Molly into a alarm bot into another molly.
Starkso down. Team Liquid. All they do now is rotate around. They know Koi is nearby, and they get someone at the flank.
This delays them so much that the wall goes down. This was nice.
And while they are patient,
I don't know if they tried this in regulation, but it would have been great. It's definitely a sick change-up.
If there's no smoke covering it, they're doomed.
Like a perfect setup for what Koi was doing.
Gotta make the difference. Enzo is just off his screen. And Yampy finds himself the backstab, and that's all is needed. Team Liquid might actually be getting a very clean round.
This was a really, really good anti. I can't believe they were holding on to this.
Is all that remains, doubles up with 18 seconds. Surely not. And 30 points of health. This is looking nigh impossible.
With a plant, he gets the pick.
10 seconds left.
Will it be enough, though, as they're chasing right after him, not allowing him to do it? He gets one kill, goes for another spike plant, but Kiko's right behind him with a shorty to the back. 13-12.
Yeah, 6 setup.
Point opportunity.
Get another chance at it.
Team Liquid for a second time.
Great stall, great delay coming out from Nats, and just Starkso being mowed down. They're breaking that cove right off the gate. No safe plant in sight, and that's also the trade-off. Sure, you get the cove here within the harbor for Starkso, and then for Mystic, you've got that Sage Wall if you want to opt for that B plant. Otherwise, Yampy's having fun.
Man, there is so many good clips from the EMEA replays.
But the cove,
it's outrageous right now.
A lot less damage to break versus that wall.
Yeah, importantly for Team Liquid, spirits are high. They're not the ones on the hot seat, it's Koi instead. I mean, look, both of them are under pressure. Let's not beat around the bush here. Koi aggressing, taking down the bot. Some information
they had 2 different guns.
That's actually huge. That Koi have struggled here on defense, right? So feeling confident after winning their defending round.
Yampy, you had 2 different guns. Why are you walking over towards middle?
Someone walks past it.
Well,
with a push
you
towards
got one.
Means there's a pick per side.
But then you've also got delay here. Koi, with these mollies, are looking to just force Team Liquid to stay in towards maze.
Yeah, and they do the Fnatic wall, but also, shout out to Koi on this one, they have a molly that stops them wrapping rounds, and they have the Insta Odin to spam the wall.
in the swing.
No wall to plant. It's a lot down to Nats. He saw the gun barrel.
He goes and it's Stark, so
Maybe
that
not.
gets the pick instead. Spike planted now for Team Liquid, but they're at a numbers deficit.
Kiko has to go for something early.
Feels the need. He needs to go for a pick. Cloudburst to the left-hand side as he aggresses forwards, finds some damage, dashes out. Enough of that fight. Still, it's Starkso on the other end that tries to find a shot, but does bait him. But it's Kiko to come out on top. Mystic.
Oh my God.
The brilliance of this man to come
Dude,
along with the best
that's right.
moments for Team
Mystic
Liquid.
and Kiko on this one.
This round could be it, unless Grabinho can say otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, we
But
got
there's
it,
three
right?
players
Surely.
spread apart. There's no way you can find them all at the same time. Kiko
That's a little bit
with the
scary.
final
Okay,
blow.
nicely
We're
done to go to
going
third map,
split.
which,
We're going
chat,
to a third
what
map
is that?
Because Team Liquid are not
What is the third
done
map?
with Koi yet.
14-12, the second overtime for us.
Dude, Mystic
today,
was
but
everything
what
on
a way to
attack.
close things
Split.
out here. Kiko really coming alive in the second half.